Welcome back. Today we're going to read a new book by one of our favorite authors who writes both children's books and young adult stories. Patchwork, written by Matt de la Peña, illustrations by Karina Lucan. Matt says in elementary school kids thought it was funny to call him Matt Jalapeno, and in high school the teachers who couldn't pronounce Spanish words very well called him Matt de la Pena. Now all his friends call him De La. We have read many previous books by Matt, including Last Stop on Market Street, Carmela Full of Wishes, Love, and Milo Imagines the World. Karina's parents named her after an old folk song, Karina, Karina, from a version performed by Bob Dylan. She was raised in Oregon, California, and Hawaii, and studied dance improvisation, poetry, and printmaking at Middlebury College in Vermont. She now lives here in Western Washington, where she likes to dig in the dirt, surf, and read with a cat or two on her lap. You were blue before you were even born. We mark. Your mom cut into a 2-story cake and out spilled blue, and everyone hugged and pointed toward the cloudless blue sky. Because it was a sign, and here you are today. Blue, dressed in blue. But sometimes your paintbrush at school hovers above the pink. Some days so much hurt floods your eyes, you're scared to even blink. But tears are not pink or blue or weak. They're human. You are human. And when you grow up, the color you will come to love most is brown. You were put on this earth to dance. We know. Ballet, tap, hip-hop, your body bending to the beat, leaping from note to note, dipping into demi-plie, you dream in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But those rhythms inside your head are also a kind of math. And one day you will discover coding and change the way the world moves. You go everywhere with a ball in your hands. We see. You are basketball, baseball, football, any kind of ball, and you were born to compete. Even in defeat, the game feeds you, it leads you. And soon you will see your sport for what it really is, an expression. The sound of a bouncing ball is the language of your loneliness. You are bilingual, and one day you will carry words with you instead. You will spin couplets on your finger. Because you've always been a poet. You are the kid perpetually in time out. We sigh. We sigh. You shove and cut lines and talk over teachers. You tell jokes during the pledge, and your whole body buzzes when you get a reaction. But the skill it takes to make people laugh is the skill you'll use to help people learn. when you become a favorite teacher. And when a restless kid like you lands in the back of your class, you will see her. You will love her. You are kind to everyone and everything. We beam. We beam. When you win, it feels like a loss. The disappointment of another is a knot inside your stomach. You sit beside the new kid at lunch and give away your only cookie. But do not mistake kindness for a weakness. You are a powerful magnet pulling people. Crowds will one day swarm to your ideas, and they will look to you for guidance, eager to follow. They will follow. You are more than a single note played again and again. You are a symphony. You are sound plucked from all the places you've been. And all the people you've met, and all the feelings you've felt. You are blues and pinks, and loneliness and laughter, mismatched scraps accumulated over time and stitched together into a kind of patchwork. And even when your pattern loses its design, when it grows lopsided or tangles or is hard to follow, it will be beautiful. We are beautiful. The end. Matt's books always seem to have a bit of sadness in them. Do you notice? Well, we all know that life surely is not perfect, right? But Matt also shows us in his books the hope and the joy and the love that surround us even in tough times. You know, I like this book because he showed how we have many gifts and talents that God has given us, and as we go through life, we find different ways to use those gifts. You know, the boy who discovered the sounds and rhythm of sports developing into the sound and rhythm of poetry. The smart aleck kid, the comic, who turned that energy and wit into being a great teacher. God created us to grow. Well, not just taller, but to grow into the person He would like us to be. Creative, kind, helpful, caring. You know, with the help of His Spirit within us, to show His great love for us and His whole creation to the whole world. See you next week.